Hey guys, this is the general reading for Taurus for December 2020. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you have significant Taurus in your chart, if you're just drawn to this reading, or I guess if you're cross-watching for someone else who's a Taurus. Please understand that energy is fluid, so this could have already happened. It could be happening now. It could happen in the future. Sun, none, or all of this may apply. So just take what fits, leave the rest. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. Thank you so much for those of you who have inquired about donations and participated in that. That means a lot. If you're interested in that, the donation information, the PayPal link is in the description box below. Service information is in the description box below. Please read all of it, including the disclaimer. I do have other services I haven't put up there yet, such as my shamanic services, like soul retrieval, like if your soul essences, if you have a lot of trauma, or like soul essences, some part of you has fragmented off or left. Shadow contracts, destiny retrievals, like if you've become so blinded to what your possibilities are of what you can go, what you do, part of your, like some of your passive destiny. Illuminations, if basically your energy body just needs balancing. Is there something that's off? Do you need to put energies into it to help you? Do you need to remove energies away? Cords, tubes. Sometimes you go into the shadow and an illumination, but basically just if your energy body needs balancing or illumination on things to see what's affecting you in certain ways. I also do private light language sessions, and I do crystalline consciousness technique, which basically uses sacred geometry and like high vibration, like 12th level vibration and frequency. So it accelerates manifestation, healing and transformation, and it helps keep you like in your light body versus electromagnetic field, which is heavier and denser. So I used it a lot for like when I was trying to see things that was blocking me from moving into my higher self and my future self. It just helps you kind of work through some of those energies or bring them to the surface so you could see them and work through them. Okay, so if you're interested in that, email me and let me know. It's all in the description box below. Also, if you can't donate or you don't work with me or anything like that, please know that you could very much give your thanks and your time and gratitude for my time and energy as well by liking the video, commenting on the video, sharing the video. Please make sure you hit subscribe and hit the bell. I put out different types of videos and we'll be putting out more. Make sure you're subscribed, because some people think they are, but they're not. Like sometimes people just, I know it's on my channel and others, they get unsubscribed and they didn't do it. But please comment. I read all comments, even if I can't comment back on all of them. I love connecting to your guys' energies. And it's just a way of giving thanks, circulating the videos. And if someone needs to hear the message, it makes more of a chance that they will get the message. Okay? So Taurus, this is a pretty deep reading. And I kind of get where it's going to go. But some of it I'm really going to have to channel to see. And I'm not sure how fast I'll get on it. You're going to have to bear with me, because these are just really some heavy energies that are going on right now. So I'm really kind of pushing myself through this just to be able to do this. So just bear with me if it takes a minute, especially since this is deep. This is not a surface level reading. Most Taurus readings aren't, at least for me. So like I said, just bear with me, and it may take me a minute to get into my flow. I usually always end up hopping on it. But I just feel really out there, not super grounded. But I'm just going to go, because usually when I get channeling and the energy starts flowing, it goes. So anyways, in the center of your reading, you have the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm sorry about the lighting. It's just this is the only time I could do it. I wanted to get it done. So this guy like made his own pentacle out of wood. So, new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles keeps coming up for Tauruses. And what's crossing you is the Magician. You have a lot of cards here that keep shining like a light right on you. There's something about either light coming in the future. By light, I mean like maybe illumination, download, just being guided, maybe alignment. I think you're still, I keep getting this, I think you're still trying to see and learn and figure out like what actions to take to do what you're trying to do. It's almost like, and if you look in this Ace of Pentacles, as much as you could see with the light sucking, it's upside down. Trying to get it. I know I can get it clearer than that. See how it's upside down? Well, you saw it for a second. Anyways, you can see it. See, it's like do. Anyways, it's upside down. It's like you keep trying to build or do something, like you're doing something, but it's not quite at the point where it's working for you yet, or you're taking off with it, or you're just going like full force. There's still something to me that feels not in alignment. That's kind of a lot of the ways where how Tauruses go too. Like if Tauruses are resisting or not going or just not doing their thing, like pushing forward, there's something in them that's not in alignment or not wanting to. And you may want to look at what that is or what's in alignment, or maybe it's just not the right time. Maybe you're still building yourself up. Because we have a very mono focus. Like I always say, that's why it's one of the reasons that we have really good manifestation skills, is because not only can we go up and grab and ground that, but we're so focused. We're very good with focus. And I don't think it's just me. Like I know with me for a while, because I'm a Taurus sun, like I haven't been very focused. Like there's so many facets of me that it's been having me figure out and learn and discover, that it just kind of like knocks me here and knocks me here and knocks me here and knocks me here. I'm like one of those things in like a pinball, like a ball in a pinball machine or something. And I think it's for a reason. I mean, it feels like it's like, what the heck? But I think it's, you got to learn those different parts before going. But something just doesn't feel in full alignment, and it's like you're trying to learn what that is. But I will say, to have the Magician crossing you, well, let me see, because this could be influencing you or crossing you. Like, meaning, is this what you're needing? Or is this what's here that you're not seeing? I'm trying to feel it out, so give me a second. I get different things. I get one of it being, you're just looking to be told what to do. And then you'll go do it, and you'll go do it great. Which, that's what you think. That's your old you. That's actually You actually wouldn't do that and you'd get bored with it. So part of you is having trouble learning like the creative side and having fun just playing and being creative. Part of this is something's missing. Oh yeah, so that kind of matches what's in your crowning, because it's like it's feeling like something's missing. Okay, so I get it. I'm trying to figure out, is something missing? There's something that's out of alignment. What do I want to use? Give me a second before we move on, because I want to see something. Let's see if we could figure out So first of all, before I pull the cards, I think what's out of alignment or what's being missing too, besides, I think you're having to work through your shadow. And if you're not now, you are soon. And that's one of the reasons also why it's going to have you work through your shadow, is you could see what's blocking you. There's part of you that's also resisting getting the downloads and bringing them in and bringing them to fruition. And it's because things need to be seen and learn to work with, but also some of the stuff you need to see as a gift that's like in your shadow and learn to work with it or let it inform you and build a relationship with it. And some of it needs to be cleansed out. For the most part though, you do have all the tools. It seems to me to be more of something that you're not in alignment or you're not seeing. Yeah, you keep getting all this stuff about cleansing and extracting. Like something needs to be cleansed or removed from you. What is this? Tell me more. Why? So something about your passion and your fire was removed. Something took out your inner flame. And so when I say that, I get hat. So this was in your last reading. Like maybe your old hat you had to take off or was removed from you. And I don't know, like maybe this is gonna be different for everybody. It's a general reading, but maybe part of you is like, why bother? Now I've got to rebuild. What if it's just taken away? Like you almost like lost your mojo and your confidence, and you've got to rebuild that whole little ball of energy that takes a while to get Taurus going. And it really knocked you so much that it's probably taking a while to get your footing. What's not in alignment? Your emotions. That's why it's going to take you into your subconscious. Not to say like dark night of the soul. I'm not trying to bring that whatever, but there's going to be more that you have to see. I find Tauruses hold a lot in their heart and in their throat. So there's some things you got to see. And this is where, so maybe something was cut out, like fire-wise, yes, this could be solar plexus, but this could also be your heart, which, yeah, you have two things, heart here. I'm going to wait till I get to this to talk about this, but I kind of get where it's going. What's not in alignment is that your heart is somewhere else. Even if you've been slowly working it into alignment and working on this, there's still some part of you that is stuck somewhere else. Tell me a little bit more about this on what's out of alignment. So you do have all the stuff to go forward and to manifest. It's just that part of you hasn't fully, is reconciled the right word, like came together on focusing where you're going. And it's because I feel like your conscious and your subconscious might be in two different places. And that's why you're not really moving. It's like a game of tug of war. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to go this way, but something else in you is pulling you this way. And it needs to be seen and dug up and worked through so that you can either go at a blank slate and start building over again. And I don't mean like, oh, here we go building over. I mean truly where it's just you sitting there. Because it's like you have something in you that's not you. Whether someone else like left it there, whether you absorbed it from them, whether you took it from them. And I'm not even trying to say this in a victim way, like, oh, someone put something in me or whatever. Sometimes when it hurts us that bad and we don't want to let go, or we're not ready to let go of it if it ended, we will keep part of it. I mean, someone could have also put it there or taken something, but you know, you might be holding on to something and not even have realized that you did it and you need to let go of it. Like what's holding on? An opportunity, like a door. You're waiting for a door, like an opportunity. It's like I was saying in the last reading, like you're going to have to create this. Some of you, it's just that you're waiting for answers and you're going to have to create it. Some of you are waiting for answers, but you're also subconsciously like waiting for an opportunity from something else, maybe something from your past or that you've always wanted. And even though like if you think you've let go of it, like you haven't fully, the energy is still binding you, which is really what I'll talk about when I get to your likely future, because it's showing that. In the foundation of your reading, you have the Five of Wands. So he's kind of like sitting on this nest, like getting ready to spread his wings and fly. Again, sorry about the lighting. But he's not, you know, he's a little conflicted about going. I guess I'll pull one card on that and just see what it's, if I'm missing something. But I think you're like right there on the edge of going. It's just what is that thing that will just like this at the bottom of the deck shift your energy? I'm really sorry about and heighten your vitality, give your passion back, about the colors and the clarity. It's not good, but I wanted to get this done, and I'm sorry feel like it's usually brighter than this, but I don't really know. You're conflicted just about going and taking that leap. And this whole thing, honestly, I think rides on you. I think you're backed either way. Like, you already have everything you need. The universe is either already like backing you up. It's already pushing you. I take that back, actually. It is kind of pushing you a little bit. So it is pushing you a little within, but it's more like it set you up. And then now it's just waiting to see what you're going to do. Like, it's up to you. It's up to you to take this leap. It's up to you to take this initiative. It's up to you to gather everything up inside of you. And it's almost like, so in the beginning of the awakening, for those Tauruses of you who went through all that, it's like you went through this cleansing and purging and awakening, almost like you didn't sign up for it. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I didn't agree to any of this. So it got most of it out of the way to kind of wake you up enough to see then, almost in a way, like, what will you do? What will you choose? And I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that, me personally, myself, because I'm sure not everybody's is this way, but it lets me flounder for a little while. And then after that, like, I just become like really unhappy, or I start to get sick or whatever. So, I don't know how much of a choice that is. Maybe it's like a limited level of free will. I don't really know. But, either way, it's almost done everything it can do. It's like really on you at this point. Like, the only thing stopping this guy from jumping is him deciding to jump, which makes sense why you have the solar plexus and your likely outcome. In your recent past, you have the Page of Swords. So I do think there was some new path. Like, if you look, he's kind of like got the werewolf, or turning into a werewolf. Maybe you could see, maybe you can't. I don't know. But it's like there's a transformation. So this is the transformation I keep speaking of, where they kind of enlightened you. With the Page of Swords, it started this whole process. I'm not going to go too deep into that, because for one, I don't have the energy, and for two, I feel like the goodies are going forward, so you already know what happened. So the Four of Cups, this is in your crowning and what's in your thoughts. So it's really about, it's like the light is there whenever you're willing to accept it. And by light, I mean like the downloads, the going forward, the connecting to all that. But part of you is like still holding on and still kind of swimming and holding on to what was lost. It still needs to be like purged or cleansed. But there's a level of just being bored, like being discontent. Like, some of you might want and only be happy or joyous with things from the past. Some of you are still focused on that, but if you're being real with yourself, like that, you're not the same person anymore, so that doesn't even really like tickle your fancy anymore. So now you're just like caught in this in-between state of what really gets me going, and like the past doesn't get me going, but you haven't quite built your present or your future yet. So you're stuck in that really like uncomfortable phase in between where honestly, okay, so I get why she's here now. Where you're building and learning who you are. It's like that blank, dark area. It's almost like if you were to plant a seed, right? Like you put a seed in the ground. It's black, it's dark. There's nothing happening. There's nothing going on. It's just fertile grounds and opportunities for life and abundance to happen, right? That's kind of where we are. We're the seed, which makes sense as to why in the center you're the Ace of Pentacles and we keep getting the Ace of Pentacles. We're the seed. And it's like if we were the seed and we're sitting in the ground and we're like, I heard of all these possibilities. I heard of all these great things coming. What the heck? It's dark. Sometimes it's wet. It's lonely. I can't see. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't know if this is the best thing. Can I go backwards? Can I dig myself out? Should I just wait and see what happens? Like, it's that, like, in between, you know? Like, you get what I'm saying? It's that part where nothing is happening. But at the same time, it's, like, prime grounds for, like, everything to happen soon. You know? Like that calm before the storm or the nothingness before the everything type thing, if that makes sense. But that card also represents feeling like something's missing. And I feel a lot since I've tapped into this reading, there's a lot in the heart chakra, which again, you'll see shows up in your likely future. The heart and the higher heart. So there's a lot on solar plexus energy here too, but that solar plexus is what's going to be needed to push you forward. Every inner will and discipline. But what's blocking your passion from pushing you and using your will to push you forward, I believe, is something in your heart, in your higher heart, and possibly even your throat. In your likely future, so this is a lot of cards here in your likely future, so I'm going to go through this in stages. You have the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess reversed. So again, here's, you know, the High Priestess, it's a snake. You have some scrolls with writing. Here's your light coming in too, just like the cat of what's crossing. They're very similar, actually. You see the papers, the information, the light coming in. This is just a cat. Here's your information. Light coming in. This is now a snake. So whatever you feel like is missing, I feel like will be coming in the future. I'm not sure it's going to be exactly what you think it's going to be. I feel it more of a connectedness and alignment within yourself. I think what you were missing was actually like you letting go, for one, and also alignment and integrating within yourself. Because with the Ace of Swords reversed and the High Priestess, it's like something that once was not clear or not known or not communicated is now coming in. I'll tell you, I don't know if it's going to change anything, or I hope so, but I'm riding it out and I'm chilling, but I can't wait for all this Scorpio energy to pass. I mean, I'm not like wishing for it to end, but it's some pretty deep stuff. So, I also need to get used to just being in the darkness. Like, it's, I don't know, I like to be in the light. So in order, like, my opposite to evolve is puts me in the dark. So you get what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't really think right now, so I'm sorry if I seem off. I can't really think. I'm like way more intuitive, which might be the energy of this reading. Like, it's just, this isn't a time to think. It's a time to not only feel like just your emotions, but like your intuition. Tell me about this High Priestess, which I think that's what it was. I think I just explained what that was. But let's just see for craps and giggles. I think you see like what's been blocking you or not aligning within you. Like you gained, yeah. And here's the snake, which is funny. You have a snake and the High Priestess card. You had before the eye and the devil and the wall, like the brick wall. In order to move you forward. I think it's something like you have celebrate differences and acceptance of love. This is acceptance of love. So, I mean, this could be around someone around you too. Maybe someone brings in communication. And you got to work through some stuff within yourself. But it's like you, it's like you're able to accept something. For some of you, this might be both. For some of you, it might be one or the other. But like where between come together and almost like see eye to eye and put that aside and like find like a beautiful little place in that. And I'm not even saying come together, like it may or not, but there's just it's not like it's like this instead. And then for some of you, it's and or going to be yourself, where instead of just feeling those parts of you just rubbing against each other, like either frictioning or pulling in opposite directions, there's I see you, you see each other, and there's a being able to come together or work together, or even just solving differences, like solving something to be able to let go of whatever this block or resistance or friction is in your heart, basically. And, you know, I'm not saying this in any way, like literally, like I said, some of you, this is just going to be within you to two facets of yourself. Some of you, this is going to be between you and somebody else, and there will be some type of healing within your heart. Some of you, this will be both. It will possibly be, you know, maybe you and this other person will be the catalyst of the two of you within yourself, you know. And that's gonna be in any way. Like, there's so many things that could go down where, whether it's through forgiveness, whether it's through letting go, whether it's you seeing somebody that you haven't seen them before and you realized, oh wow, you know, there's great, I love them, but it will never work. They're not good for me. I'm not good for them. It could be in any way. It could be you two go off together. It could be in your two parts of yourself. I feel for almost everybody, it's definitely two parts of yourself. It's just some of you, there's going to be someone else that's a part of that equation. And you're going to learn to kind of heal certain parts and work together. And just work together and move forward. Like the acceptance of love. It's not just like a butting heads energy and one party is trying to get you over here and the other party is trying to get you over here, and who's going to win. Okay, so there's the win thing. I get that. Who's going to win, who's going to battle it out, who's going to get what they want. This party is hungry for this party is hungry for this. Neither one is really good as its own for the other. There needs to be compromise. This is really a lot too, I feel, of masculine and feminine coming together, lower and higher self coming together. Seeing all sides of it, realizing that it's not just that you need, like you also need what this is, and then it's not just this, but you need what the other. You get what I'm saying? Like say it's like you're light and you're dark. The light side of you is like, I want this, and the other's like, no, we don't. We want this. You get what I'm saying? So clarifying the Ace of Swords reversed and the High Priestess. You have the Dark Lady. I'll say, like, this whole reading is like my heart, higher heart, my throat, on the front and the back is just like, and I almost like want to cry saying this, but I mean, it's just stuck. You have the Pook. I think it's what it is, the Pook or the Luke. Some of these are hard to read with how they are in cursive. I mean, I could read cursive, but like the way they kind of intertwine together, and it's just a little hard. And then you have Spirit Dancer. So the Dark Lady is the one who, like I was saying, she comes and she's a guide for you in those times where not only is she aligning another part of yourself and showing you another part of yourself and finding your other gifts and attributes, but she's the one who guides you in that moment where it's sitting in that darkness and nothingness where you're learning. Maybe it's a dark night of the soul, I'm not quite saying that, where the learning is happening and the building of momentum is happening. And the Pope, let me look. 60. Yeah, the Pook is shape changer, good and bad, bad and good, paradox and resolution. Kind of like to celebrate the differences is the same energy. Where it allows you, your perception in something will be shifting. Like I said, like what was not once seen with the Ace of Swords reverse and then the High Priestess, you will now be seeing. Because you'll be seeing things from different angles and seeing how what you once thought was bad might have actually been good for you. And other things that were bad might have actually been good. Did I say that right? What you might have thought it was good might have actually been bad for you. And what might have actually been bad might have actually been good for you. You get what I'm saying? Like you see all sides of it and you see it from different things and more of a bird's eye view to where you not only see how your wounds were contributing to how you were seeing the situation, but seeing like the blessings in the situation, and also even appreciating the not so great part of the situation. Maybe even seeing the blessings from that, or just accepting it and appreciating it as the part of life and the up and the down. There either way is some alignment, release, forgiveness, reconciliation a coming together and a finding of peace and acceptance. Like some part of you accepts whatever this is. And I think it allows you to release. Like, because maybe at one time, whatever it was, whether this lifetime, a past lifetime, whatever it was, because you didn't accept something, and honestly, this may not even be one thing. It might be like multi-layered, right? Because you didn't accept it, I mean, like any other Taurus, they usually respond. Sorry, I'm a mess tonight, so my bad. Just bear with me. They usually respond by gripping down, right? And just, they turn into the hardest mountain they've ever been before. Like they just, and especially around their heart, they'll cage it and they just grip and they don't want to move. Almost like, I don't know if it's the mind of, let me wait till I'm ready, or let me wait till the storm passes and then I'll open back up or whatever. But you like gripped down, and unfortunately, because you gripped down at some point in your life, and it might even be multiple stages in life, this might be like multiple stages sitting all up collected, like a collection of in your heart. It just kept collecting and collecting and collecting until it became the main part that was in your heart. Yeah, see, this makes me really want to cry saying that. It became the main feeling in your heart of gripping down, stagnancy, hurt, fear, anger, pain, not joy. You know what I mean? And it needed to come out. Because you just kept collecting, gripping down, doing the opposite. Like an evolved Taurus would be more towards the water, the Scorpio, you know, even though it's not very runny, it's kind of murky water, but still like getting used to the murky water, finding comfort in that. Mostly just like movement though. Like knowing when things happen like that, like sometimes you can like chill for a minute, but you don't want to grip down and get rigid. And, well, now because you did that multiple times in your life, you just collected, and you didn't know how to like move that out. Well, something comes in that moves that out, and I really think a lot of it is a shift in perspective, maybe type of download or something. And I want to say dark night of the soul, but I don't really know. Some of it's going to be, that's really about perspective on that. And then some people are like, oh no, I can't handle another one of those. I mean, if you're a Taurus, a lot of them have been in it anyway. So, but either way, it's a shift in perspective, I feel. And I think it's an acceptance. Like something makes you accept it, and then or not makes you, I think you decide, like you decide on your own, whether it's a shift in perspective, whatever, that you just accept it. And now you're like more free. Like you have Spirit Dancer. Like if you look, both of these cards are like dark, and then light. Well, it's lighter. Let me just read you main cards from this. Main words, whatever. You have self-expression, freedom, and exploration. So like you're free, you're not locked down anymore. The cards underneath that, you have move. So here's the Chariot. So now I get this, why I kept saying, like, I think something aligns in you that makes it to where you moved, like you align within yourself and move forward. Some of you, like I said, it's going to be the two parts of you. Some of you, it's going to be and or with somebody else as well, like something, whether together or just the energy between you two is accepted, healed, and released. Because there was a push-pull. You know, next to it you have the Five of Swords, you have win or lose. Like, which one's going to win? Like, you or them? Which side of you is going to win? Like, there's an alignment here. A reconciliation, maybe the right word. Like, not even saying just coming together, but an alignment of energies, a working together of energies, a whatever kept it tied and not able to be released, or whatever kept it like bound or blocked, or just like now the energy can flow again. Which leads to, you have Eight of Wands, like success and growth. It could also for some of you be that this is brought on by communication or some type of action. Show me the success and growth. Yeah. I mean, either way the situation changes. Some of it's going to be communication. Some of it, I feel like, I wouldn't say most of you, but for a lot of you, I think it will just be action and moving forward on your part. But I think most of this is going to be from like either spirit or your higher self. There will be some type of download or shift or different way of seeing things. Like in some way that you just haven't seen before. And so four more cards that I pulled on this. I don't know, there's Nine of Pentacles. This is a shaman deck, so they're not all typical to what you normally see on a Rider-Waite, but Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, and then you have the Moon card. So if you see he's sitting there, like here's his dream world, here's the real world around him. He's just kind of like dreaming and illusions of like, I don't know, naked ladies. She's sitting there like, oh, we love each other, it's beautiful and romantic. All connection with the universe and love and growing. And then again, ending again with a guy kind of daydreaming in illusions of naked women. What I'm really getting from this is that some part of you realizes, whether it's just through a download or communication, you know, actual physical communication, or a download, or just an epiphany or realization, that I think you feel like whatever you're wanting or whatever you've been thinking or dreaming of, or the way you've been seeing it, is really just been an illusion. Like, it hasn't been the way it really is. And you kind of accept the fact that it never was, and or it never actually will be. It's always going to be that illusion or distraction or thing that you want that you never have, or thing that makes you stuck, or, to be honest with you, that thing that makes you feel less than and makes you feel like just waiting on it, and makes you feel distracted, like asleep. It keeps you asleep. So you could go on like, you know, this is a test from the universe to see if you'll wake up and go against it, sacrifice, or from, you know, a darker entity or thing trying to keep you asleep so you don't wake up. Whatever your thing is, this situation will always keep you in your head. It will always keep you in an illusion. It will always keep you wanting more. It will always keep you chasing the dragon. It will always remind you of what you don't have, who you're not, always wanting more, forgetting who you are, that you're not enough, that you don't have it. Like, it's always gonna, like I don't know if you guys ever saw the Harry Potter movie when he's like sitting in front of the mirror with his parents and he just gets stuck in front of that mirror because it's the image of what he's always wanted, you know? But I think it's might be the first one. I don't know, it might be the second. It's like one of the first one or two, but either way, it's the mirror, and it shows you like your greatest hopes and wishes. But at the same time, it's they had to hide it, and then once he saw it, they had to move it again because people have like withered and died in front of the mirror, because it's that thing that keeps you stuck in the I want this, what if, and it's so beautiful, but it's never real. It's never there. It's never like, I'm not gonna say what's in your best interest, maybe not, but it's just it will keep you stuck, and it will keep you asleep, and it will keep you wanting, and it will keep you in a lower vibration instead of being in your heart and being in love and being in gratitude and grateful for what you have in your life, and setting your sights and your hopes on, you know, who you could become, and evolving and growing and looking at what could be in this world and who you really are and the beauty of yourself. You know, this is just all those things of not inside you and not of truly you. It's completely an illusion. It's whatever this is, whatever, maybe like some other desire that you wanted or whatever broke your heart, or maybe it was a past thing and it's in another lifetime, but it's not in this lifetime. Whatever it is, like it's in your head. And on one hand, it makes your heart feel alive. It's like it also keeps your heart blocked, because it's like that muse that you chase, that you want, because it makes you somewhat feel something so great. But it will never come to be. It'll never come to fruition. You'll always be chasing it, which means it blocks you and blocks your heart. Whereas if it wasn't there, you would build and you would plant a new seed and build something that could tangibly be there, tangibly be with you, that you could tangibly love and tangibly grow and tangibly put energy into, and that is here, and that reaffirms like life and building and who you are and your confidence, and you know, just being all here and enjoying this experience and truly loving in your heart in a way of having an abundance, not in a way of lack and desire, because to desire something means you don't have it. You know what I mean? So there may even be a period in between where when you realize this and this energy is released, this is where this dark lady comes in, and she kind of sits with you and guides you through that time of, you know, while the new seed is waiting to sprout or waiting to learn or waiting to, it's almost that shift in energy between literally like your heart. I mean, it's going to purge and purge and purge, but it might even have like a little window where it just doesn't feel, you know, and you might be like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, I'm dead now, or I'm cold now, or is this really who I am? Or, you know, do I have no emotion? Like, it just might be scary because you haven't like rebuilt for something else yet. But because of this, like I said, you're going to go through a perspective shift and seeing like all the sides of it. And well, I think this seeing all sides of it actually I don't know. You might have the heart opening before or after figuring all this out. But either way, your heart will open. You will purge a lot of this stuff out. And then you'll go through this like who am I, what do I want, what's going on, and it's just the you that's recalibrating to actually you. And your body's kind of like, I don't know, it's figuring itself out because it's letting go, and then it's just sitting with you, and then it's while you're sitting with you and you're learning you, it's then seeing where you want to go with that, with truly being you. And at first, sometimes, depending on your perspective, it could seem like a curse because you're like, well, I felt better beforehand, but not really. It's in the other way. There's always like a cap. You can only go so far, and not only that, but because of that, you're gonna slowly spiral out. It's like a slow death. You don't even realize until it's too late. Where with this way, it's like, yeah, it might be uncomfortable. You're ripping the Band-Aid off, but now you don't have that blockage or that ceiling anymore where you can truly go and the sky's the limit, or you can actually enjoy like joy and abundance and being free. Like truly being free. And I know some people, I don't know, I think most Tauruses by this point are like, screw it, I want to be free, because it's painful. It's really painful. But it will never come to be. And I guess if you want to stay stuck in the illusion, then I don't know what to say on that. But, and yes, there's work in the other way. I will say, just as a little heads up, don't think that there's no work by staying in it, because you're actually going to end up doing more work in the long run that way because of how much you spiral. Like, everything will go out of whack, including your health, and you'll have to then fight to live, or you'll just have to go out, in whatever way. I don't know what that means. But, so there's actually more work in that, where with this, it's like you're just then doing you, and your heart can flow and be free, and it can, and then it's just easier. Now you're assisted energy-wise with your heart, because your heart has a lot to do with your energy levels too. And the energy can flow, and that has to do with your energy levels, and then the messages coming down, and the creativity, and you're just gonna see it in a whole nother way, to where your life will change, for the better. So anyways, how you see yourself, Eight of Pentacles reversed. So you don't really see you really being like that accomplished right now. Like, you're not where you want to be. You know what I mean? You may be working a little bit, but it's like nothing serious. It's not like Eight of Pentacles-y, where you're seeing like a bunch of, the showings of your work, and it's just like coming back in and growing and building. It's not where you want it to be. What's in your environment is you have the Knight of Swords and you have the Queen of Wands reversed. So I really get, for most of you, this has the energy. I know I said the energy around you, but literally like a person. It could be the energy just around you and it's not that great. But it's just very logical, possibly like manipulative. Like energy vampire / manipulative, attention seeking, just lower vibrational. It's saying to choose your battles. Seven of Wands, and you have either Four of Wands or Four of Pentacles, join stability or open up. Basically, like, do you want to have a stable and a good life and feel, good and celebratory, or do you want to always have to be guarded like you are right now? Like, choose your battles. Because whatever it is around you or possibly holding all this up, it just means you're always going to be blocked. There's no working through that. And if there is a chance of working through that, it's going to be by you releasing it, unblocking yourself, and going into your true self, to then maybe one day it realigns as you being your true self. Because as long as you're not your true self, it's not going to work anyways. But I'm not saying it's meant to be on that. I'm just saying the biggest chance you have is letting go, letting the energy flow. Be you, do you, just let it go and let whatever happens. But just you in the vibrancy of who you truly are and really flowing with life and going would give anything its greatest chance. So, what's in your hopes? King of Pentacles. You want to be you again. You want to be connected again. You want to be on top of your game again, especially hopefully money-wise. But just connectedness, feeling good, blah, blah, blah. Your fears, Page of Wands reverse, maybe that you won't get a message, even more so that this journey just won't take off in the way you want it to, and that you'll always stay stuck. In your likely future, so let's remember that's your likely outcome. Your likely future, Ace of Swords reversed, High Priestess. Likely outcome, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And this one is really about a test and about like seeing what you'll do with it. And depending on what you do with it, like I was saying earlier, it's up to you. Depending on what you do with this, and the universe is watching you, determines whether or not that wheel turns or stays stagnant, or whether or not it goes up and gets better, or it goes down and gets worse. It's up to you. And again, you have like light coming in through the top. And then to clarify that, you have the solar plexus and Hangman to observe. Again, rainbows coming in through the top. And then solar plexus, like this is all about you, your inner will, you making the decision. And then if you make this decision and push yourself and gather up all this will to go, your whole perspective and how you're going to view things is going to change. Like all of this is going to change, your will, your desire, your identity, your focus, your perspective. And you just being connected conscious. I will say that I won't know until I get done with this reading, but I feel a lot like I am very tired, so this may be exhausting for you. There's a lot of sensation from like my heart chakra up to here. Some of it even kind of like constricting a little bit in my throat. So whether you either need to speak your truth or even more so like some of it even might be a little fearful or a little much as the energies are flowing and clearing out, that it feels like it's a little heavy to breathe. I'm not saying you're not going to be able to breathe. I'm saying you might get to where, like, due to either the panic or the heart chakra clearing, or it's just a lot that you're going through. It's a lot. It's just a lot of weight. And there's a lot just that needs to be cleared through. So you might feel those feelings coming through where, like, it's just, I don't know, something not long ago was gripping to where it was almost felt like it was a little bit hard to take a breath. Maybe some might have panic attacks. If you do, I highly recommend, if you have panic attacks, there's many different ways, deep breathing techniques. Look up Wim Hof, that might help you. But one thing that's also really good about helping you to move energy, but to help pull you out of a panicked state, or also to like calm your vagus nerve or vagal nerve, is to do like look up legs up the wall position. Like literally, like here's the wall, your butt is up against the wall, this is your body laying down, your head's over here, and your legs are going up, so your butt's here, right here, legs going up the wall. So literally look up on YouTube, like legs up the wall position. And it might tell you to lay there for like 10, 15 minutes or whatever. I lay there for as long as my body feels like it needs to. It's okay doing that. And it's really neat because for me at least, it allows me to calm my body, but yet allow my body to move the energy. Otherwise, sometimes my body tends to like freak out while the energy is moving. And so it's like this simultaneous like energy moving panic attack, which then allows me to move some of it, but also block some of the energy from moving because I like grip down, but then also has me in this like weird space. Any of you who's ever had a panic attack, like, like your head is like weird for like hours to maybe even a day and a half afterwards. You have cortisol levels all over the place. Like it sucks. So, I highly recommend legs up the wall position, which has also helped me to retrain a lot of times when I get in that to calm myself down, but sometimes I still have to do it. Sometimes when I'm moving through things, I'll kind of like shiver. Again, I'm not a doctor with your health. But either way, you might have some like clearing or ascension symptoms, or like, because a lot of these vibes honestly are like also like kundalini vibes. Like you have a lot of chakras coming up here where I can feel a lot in my throat. You have solar plexus up here on the bottom of this deck. You have here like third eye chakra, so definitely you're going to be seeing things differently. You have sacral, right? Sacral chakra. You have heel, breaking the chains. What is that? The star, but they're breaking the chains. Here's your heart chakra. Here's your crown chakra. Rebuilding. I don't know if that's the tower. Find balance. So you have a lot of chakras like going on here. Which one's not in this? Third eye, root. You're probably all right root wise. So you have sacral, solar plexus, heart, third eye, and crown. And even though I don't have the throat here, I will say throat is involved because I can feel it hardcore. So you've got like it's almost like so maybe once this clears in your heart, like the energy will flow and shift the rest of the way. I don't know, just saying. So I think I'm going to pull a shaman card and end it here because, I don't know, like for one, I need to go eat, and for two, I don't know, I feel like I need to take care of my energy right now. If you guys need help with this, let me know. If I can, because I'm going through stuff too, I will get back to you and, respond. I'm still getting back to some of the emails, but sometimes when I got to check out and take care of myself, I have to. But, so reach out to me, whether it's for like a service or whatever, to see if you need help, or to see if this is your situation or what to do, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget, donation information is in the description box below. Service information, description box below, except for the shamanic services, CCT, or light language, which I described in the beginning of the video, that you can email me about. And please like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay? Like, it's a way of giving back and thanks. So, all right. What advice, one card of advice for Taurus for December 2020 do you have? I keep this up here for me, but when I asked for one for you, my eyes went to it. So I feel like this fire one. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. So this is like Phoenix energy. So you'll be going through that. What's up with all these? I'm going to pull again. None of these cards feel right. Really focus on grounding, you guys, too. Also, make sure you're in nature. Like, go be in nature. It's probably one of the best things for you right now. Advice for Taurus for December 2020, please. One card. Connect to nature. Like, people right now are not going to be a good source of emotional stability or support. I mean, if you need to, and if it's somebody that is, absolutely don't push people away, but go to like nature, go to things like right now people, I actually want to do a video on this on its own, but right now people are not in their highest vibration. A lot of them, even like your spiritual ones, everybody's going through some stuff. So it's not really like if you have somebody safe, of course, or if you have like a good support team around you, of course, go to them and do that. But right now, the things that are going to be able to hold these vibrations the best is like nature, animals, plants, like, you know, higher spirits and all that. So be mindful of that right now. A lot of people, because they're working through suffering lower vibration. So if you're clinging to other people, they're not going to, chances are they're not going to help your vibration unless they're, you know, very involved in their stuff or they're helping you in a support team. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of short today, so I don't have the energy to explain, but you get what I'm saying. What is it? Which one is it for Taurus for December 2020? That's so funny. So you're definitely going to be put on like your purpose and stuff. But anyways, the one that shot out was Serpent. This is the Kundalini energy. Like I said. I was like, I could feel it with all the chakras and stuff. And then, yeah. I'll read it just because, but it's just going to be full alignment. And I don't think it's going to be as painful, to be honest with you. Because I think for a while I was scared of it. But because of what I had already been through, because I think I had like a partial Kundalini awakening and then it got stuck like in my solar plexus or my heart. And I was like, oh, it's painful. But I think what was more painful was my resistance and the blocks. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I might go through another dark night of the soul once it completely goes and clears out. But I don't know. Honestly, I think I fear more like staying stuck than just letting it go. Anyways, the serpent, I don't want to be like in that birth canal anymore. The serpent power of the Kundalini is stirring within your chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery, shed the old skin that you have been so attached to, and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience of your life. Your passion and sexuality are awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of Serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful original manifestation. So shed the past the way Serpent sheds her tired old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone because that's debatable for people. But anyways, I love you guys. I hope this helps. If you need help, reach out. If I'm able to, I'll get back to you and work with you guys. I am trying to do more work and get going to work on balance for doing this while I'm doing stuff, but I'll be doing my best, so don't hold it against me if I can't, but try, reach out. But I hope you guys are doing well. I would love to work with you guys, so reach out if you do need help, and if I can, I would love to work with you. But take care of yourself. Really take care of yourself right now. Cleanse yourself every day. Maybe in the shower, but also energetically. Drink plenty of water. Eat good. Please don't give your body any extra work that it needs. It's already working through a lot of these hard energies, these intense energies. Get in nature. Build a good support team if you could, but people always have an inconsistent energy and an unreliable energy, I find. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but they just do. Like, you gotta learn independence on that. But just go within, do the work. You get what I'm saying. Just make sure you cleanse yourself every day, though. It's very important during these times with all the stuff that's like floating around. Cleanse yourself every day, preferably before bed, or whenever your guides tell you to, whenever you feel guided to. But and really take care of yourself. Cleanse, detox, all that good stuff. Just take care of yourself. Make sure you're sleeping good, moving, blah blah blah. I love you guys, and I'll be seeing and talking to you soon. Bye.